थैंक यू। कुछ लोग ऐसे थे जो लोग प्रोटेस्ट करने के लिए आए थे, ठीक है, एंड बस उसमें से कुछ लोग ऐसे थे जो लोग बैसाखी एंजॉय करने के लिए आए थे, ठीक है। बैसाखी इज अ फेस्टिवल which is celebrated in Punjab and on 13th of April. So what happened is the General Dyer, the commanding officer, he was the one who took command Rowlatt Act में, और उसको लगा कि that that even if this law has been passed, martial law has been passed, the people are not accepting the law. So he took it on his ego. So he blocked the exits of the ground. जलियांवाला बाग जिसको हम बोलते हैं, उसने exits block कर दिए and उसमें firing शुरू कर दी. So I'm sure when you must be aware when he started firing, lots of people were killed, and they even jumped in the wells, and the wells turned red because of the blood, because they started firing the well also. And have you ever been bullet marks and all you might have seen in Jallianwala Bagh? So all these things actually happened. When all these things actually happened, so General Dyer was called for a meeting that you are not supposed to go and do this shoot. Who allowed you to give this shoot? Do this shoot. So he said it that on 10th of April, when I passed the martial law, why didn't Indians hear it? So he blamed it on Indians. That Indians are supposed to hear when can't they read about the martial law? Can't they hear about the martial law? It's in the same city. ऐसा भी नहीं है कि किसी और city में pass हुआ है. It was passed in Punjab only. So he blamed Indians. In retaliation to it, they said, were you even aware that the masses gathered in Jallianwala Bagh also had children and women? So do you really think so these children and women were actually involved in any kind of, what do you call it? Protests? What do you think? I'm asking you. No. So what were they gathered for? Baisakhi. Old men. They don't know all these things, and they don't even have a capacity, and they don't even want to do it. Because they feel that we have lived our life. That kind of attitude people hold. It's not as if that time people hold, even this time people hold. We have lived our life and it's done. Okay. So this is what the same thing, we have it over here, Jallianwala Bagh mein, but General Dyer blamed Indians. He did not took a blame on himself. So what is most important is, how did Indians react to it? Indians ने ये बोला कि आपने 10th of April को martial law pass किया था. आधे से ज्यादा लोग सिटी में नहीं थे, और आप क्या सोचो 3 दिन में हमें पता चल जाएगा martial law? It's not even a year, it's not even 6 months, it's not even 3 months, it's just 3 days. And you did firing on us. So this is what the claim of Indians was. So sheet 2. Thank you, sir. Are we all clear with this? Jallianwala Bagh massacre. So now the keywords for Jallianwala Bagh massacre would be, what do you think would be the keywords? No, starting से कैसे करोगे? अरे राउलेट को क्यों डाल रहे हो 3 मार्क्स के जलियांवाला बाग में? जलियांवाला बाग में कीवर्ड्स याद रखना 13th अप्रैल, ठीक है, जनरल डायर, मतलब इनके बेस पे स्टोरी, व्हाटएवर यू नो द स्टोरी, बट ये वर्ड्स मत मिस आउट करना स्टोरीज में. सो यू मेक श्योर यू राइट 13th अप्रैल, जनरल डायर. You write about 2 types of people. What are the 2 types of people? Tourists nahi, protesters and Baisakhi fair gathering. ठीक है, and blocked the exits. This is my 3rd class or 2nd class with you guys? Okay, but I'm not finished. 13th April, General Dyer, 2 types of people, protesters, Baisakhi fair gathering, block the exits. What else? Think about some keywords. In grade 10, you write story in points, but you have to have the keywords. These are the keywords. Okay? But what else? In terms of martial law. मतलब ब्लेम मत बोलना, ऐसे बोल देना. डायर What is that English word? Manipulated and blame and try to put an impact on, try to put a blame. You have to go with the blame. Blame is a big word. Big word. तो ठीक है, डायर को मार्शल लॉ से कनेक्ट कर देना. ठीक है, मार्शल लॉ कब पास हुआ था? when was martial law passed? 10th of April, 3 days पहले. And Indians ने क्या बोला? That half of us were not in the city and we were not aware of. So this would be, so basically Dyer ka, what was the reason? What was he trying to do? Create a terror. Thank you. So you can say this, Dyer को moral effect बोलते हैं इसको. Moral effect को मतलब बोलते हैं fear, terror. So he wanted to create this. So these would be your keywords. Rest stories, I'm sure you can manage. Nimrit, right? Samrit, you have to ask me, please. If you don't understand something. Here, Dyer wanted to create a moral effect. Moral effect means fear and done. Can I proceed with Khilafat? Shall I erase it? Sure. What do you guys? So this is the third cause of. Here, what was the impact of Jallianwala Bagh? I'm not covered, na? Just open your page number 38 of your book. Just want to give you the keywords of your book. Means sorry, UT book should be clear. 38. UT. हाँ 39. You don't have book? None of you? 1, 2, 2. Yeah. ठीक है. And just page number 39 में एक बार ये देख लो effect of Jallianwala Bagh quickly. Tell me if you feel there's any doubt. You know it, na? Impact or effect means same thing. You guys give me the keywords now. This impact or effect of Jallianwala Bagh. Tell me. Let me see how can you, if you can identify keywords. Strikes, clashes, protests, attacks. 1 second. Now you're mixing it up. Strikes, clashes, protest, attack. Who did it? India. Let's simplify things. Indians. Who did brutal repression? British. One, I think Namrit, you were not there. Samrit, you were not there last time, so I'm telling you. Basically, I was telling them last time is that if you write anything in history, one basic rule, either you do Europe or you do India. That doesn't matter. Okay, so you have to write answers in terms, one, the points, I'm sure a teacher must have told, keywords. The other thing is you always have to write in terms of 2 people. मतलब आप जैसे टेनिस खेलते हो, opponent is always there to hit the ball, right? So आपको पहले, if you're writing the first line for Indians, second line has to be for Britishers, third line Indians, fourth line Britishers. Until and unless the examiner hasn't asked you only Indians or only Britishers, specifying it, then it is fine. Otherwise they'll expect this thing from you, क्योंकि हर चीज का रिएक्शन होता है. अगर ये चिल्लाया तो ही तो उसने रिएक्ट किया ना, अगर ये ना चिल्लाता तो there is no reaction. So this reaction effect you have to give it in the answers. Even in Europe you have to produce it in such a way your answer that you are giving the effect. हाँ, ब्रूटल क्यों पहले आएगा यार? एक बात बता, जलियांवाला बाग मैसेकर हुआ था, ठीक है, फायरिंग किसने करी? ब्रिटिशर्स ने. तो रिएक्ट कौन करेगा? तो इंडियंस ने क्या किया? तो ब्रूटल कैसे है? समझ नहीं रहा. तो लास्ट किसने एंडिंग दी थी? जलियांवाला बाग में लास्ट सीन किसने? तो ब्रिटिश के बाद पहला बंदा कौन हुआ? ब्रिटिश के बाद हु इज द ओपोनेंट ऑफ ब्रिटिश? तो इंडियन ही तो पहले आएगा ना. ब्रूटल रिप्रेशन किसको बोलते हैं? उस चीज को दबाना. तुमने उस चीज को रिएक्ट किया स्ट्राइक्स और क्लैशेस से, बिकॉज हमने जो जलियांवाला बाग करा तो तुमने किया, तो मैंने ब्रूटल रिप्रेशन किया ना, उसको दबाया, रिप्रेस किया. समझ गया? सो दैट एंडिंग हैज टू बी क्लियर. इवन राउलेट एक्ट में लास्ट किसने पास किया था? राउलेट एक्ट ब्रिटिशर्स ने पास किया था ना. तो तुम इफेक्ट में किससे स्टार्ट करोगे? इंडियन से. You got it? Yes. Usually you would always find you have to start with Indians, because कोई भी इफेक्ट, पहली बात तो इंडियंस ने तो कुछ किया नहीं है, because Indians doesn't have a power to pass a law. टेक्निकली तो उनके पास पावर ही नहीं है लॉ की, तो तुम्हें कभी प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी. You always have to start from Indians. But I never say it because you never know how they twist the question. So that's why I don't say it like that, to avoid this kind of thing. हाँ,
नॉर्थ इंडियन में जैसे हिमाचल, वो सब क्यों डायलिस करने लगे?
Because they're neighboring. Punjab is a north, na? Neighboring.
बस पंजाब के लोगों ने
Majorly it was from Punjab only, but it is being named as North India because Punjab mainly covers North India. अगर आप नॉर्थ में बात करो तो पंजाब का जो एरिया वो मैक्सिमम एरिया, इसलिए they have been called as North India. It's just being specified as North India. Technically, it doesn't mean that J&K people are coming and helping. There's hardly a percentage of it, even if it that helped. Even though I never found an evidence by reading the historians' books and all. If you found it, so I agree to it. That if you are saying it, okay? But otherwise, I have never come across. ठीक है, attacks. तो brutal repression किसने किया? अब बताओ ब्रिटिशर्स ने कैसे कैसे रिएक्ट किया? Give me the keywords for Britishers. क्या कह रहे हैं? हाँ, you said something. Yes. Terrorize, humiliate. What else? Salam. Yeah. Rub noses. Crawl. ठीक है? Anything else after this? Villages bombed. Sorry? हाँ, तो उसी के साथ आ जाएगा. मतलब फ्लॉग लिख देती हूँ. तो ये बताओ, इसके बाद ये सब ब्रिटिशर्स ने किया, तो इंडियन ने क्या किया? कॉल्ड ऑफ. गॉट इट? अब आपको आंसर में समझ में आ गया. इंडियन, ब्रिटिशर, इंडियन. I never said it only Indians, only Britishers. A lot of students does this in grade 10. So what tendency they have is पहले Indians की heading लिखेंगे, sub heading, and they'll put up stuff for Indians, and then they will put up stuff for Britishers. Examiners don't prefer to give marks. Why? Because they feel कि उसका reaction they have mixed up. And उसमें क्या problem होती है? Even you would feel कि आप जब लिख रहे होगे you will forget, क्योंकि you don't remember कि how the person reacted to it. अब गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट पास हुआ था 1919, उसका रिएक्शन क्या था? सॉरी, यू तो didn't. Find out the reaction for Government of India Act. Government of India, what is Government of India Act? यार राउलेट में पास हुआ था ना, कहाँ देख रहे हो तुम लोग सत्याग्रह?
Indians were given some
Few more seats
few seats in India.
in the legislative assembly. But what did they want? Swaraj. तो इंडियन से कैसे रिएक्ट किया था उसको?
Revolution.
But कौन सा रेवोल्यूशन कर लिया? मैंने तो कभी नहीं देखा तेरा रेवोल्यूशन. प्रोटेस्ट, ठीक है, प्रोटेस्ट किया था, फिर और क्या किया था? What else? Give me the word. Gatherings. What else you said? Rallies. Gatherings, rallies. It's the same thing. You gather and you do a rally. Good. Are we clear with this? So, what I'm trying to say over here is that right now you're doing step by step. Once you finish the topic, there'll be too much content with you. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that you try to store things. Storing things doesn't mean that you have to learn any sentences because you guys are good in English. Okay, with God's grace, you don't have struggle with English writing and framing questions, framing answers and all. But what is more important is that you know the sequence. Because इसमें आपको कोई, you don't need a vocab English or anything in history. You don't need it. ठीक है, आपका सिर्फ वो लोग keywords देखेंगे, sequence देखेंगे, and you get easy hundreds. ठीक है, because of the sequence. Are we clear with this? Can you just write down your keywords, please? And then I'll begin with There. So you can write in short also. You can just write the first letter also. It's up to you. Now you should be clear with things. Have you guys done this topic in school? No? So what has ma'am done? Europe. Finished Europe?
No.
What all you have done in Europe? France वगैरह you're doing? Italy. Germany. Bismarck and all that stuff. You're finished? Bismarck. So you made notes here? Everything, na? Notes are important. You would find. Put it down in the notebook, huh? You know, right now it looks easy. When you have a whole book coming in, na, then you need your sequence. And it's one-time work, to be very honest. आज आपने बना ली है ना, पूरे साल you're using the same thing. Anything. See, every child is different. It's not that you like minus, you might not like minus. You take whatever you like it. You do. Crawl. You only told me. Finished? Can I erase it, guys?
Yes.
Sure. What do you think? Who launched this Khilafat movement? Huh? Mahatma Gandhi. So basically what happened was फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर में, ठीक है, जो ये सारी स्टोरीज फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर से रिलेटेड है क्योंकि सब कुछ 1919 1920 में हुआ है, ठीक है, एंड 1914 to 1918 was a huge major period for us in the world history, first world war. अब फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर में क्या हुआ था कि there was an Ottoman empire, ठीक है, ऑटोमन एम्पायर थी जो कि टर्की में थी, टर्क्स, ठीक है, टर्क्स थे। अब जो ऑटोमन एम्पायर थी दैट वाज बेसिकली मुस्लिम led empire, okay, if we talk about communities, okay, and we are talking about communities because the Indian history is written in terms of the communities, because Britishers, the first basic thing, first major thing which he did is divide India into two major communities, two parts, that is through communities. That's why we are talking about communities over here. So खिलाफत मूवमेंट में जो कैलिफ था, द हेड, जो हेड था टर्की का, ठीक है, ऑटोमन एम्पायर का, उसको नहीं, उस नहीं, रुक जा, या हाँ, can you sit there? I need this seat. Yeah. Kind of. So basically क्या हुआ था, the caliph, जो caliph था, what she's saying, the caliph का जो head था वहाँ का, spiritual head बोलते हैं उसको, टर्की का, ठीक है, ऑटोमन एम्पायर जो एम्पायर थी, ठीक है, उसमें वो सिंस मुस्लिम था. So what happened was that in India, the Muslims always used to, same as Hindus, even Hindus used to, Muslims in the Hindu community used to support Britishers. Technically, Indians used to support Britishers, if I talk about Indians. Even Christians used to do it. So Indians used to support Britishers. And in return, when you support someone, so you expect something. But what happened was the community, जो इतना divide and rule हो चुका था, the grudges इतने ज़्यादा बढ़ चुके थे, that Muslims started feeling alienated from the society. उनको ऐसे लगने लग गया कि इंडिया हमारी नहीं है. And there was a reason for it. And can anyone think of a reason? Why were they feeling like that?
Because
हमारे यहाँ पे कौन सी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी थी इंडिया में? कांग्रेस. तो इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस काफी, एंड दिस इज द फैक्ट, अगर हम उसको एक्चुअली में रीड करें, 70% वाज डोमिनेटेड बाय हिंदूज. अब वो लोग, अलग बात है कि आज हम गवर्नमेंट देखते हैं, हम ये थोड़ा देखते हैं एज एजुकेटेड पीपल, वी डोंट सी हु इज लीडिंग. हम तो नहीं देखते वो मुस्लिम है कि हिंदू है कि वो क्रिश्चियन है कि पारसी है. वी डोंट सी ऑल दीज थिंग्स बिकॉज वी आर एजुकेटेड एंड वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड थिंग्स. बट दैट टाइम द पॉपुलेशन वाज नॉट एजुकेटेड, सो इट्स डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड. ठीक है, तो उस चक्कर में क्या हुआ कि मुस्लिम्स को ऐसे लगने लग गया, और एक र्यूमर फैल गई. इट वाज जस्ट अ र्यूमर कि अब आफ्टर द वॉर, ठीक है, सिंस वो लोग वॉर में हार चुके हैं टर्की, ठीक है, तो इस वॉर के बाद क्या होगा, एक एक ट्रीटी साइन होगी जिसमें जो कैलिफ की जो पावर्स है वो ले ली जाएंगी. बट दिस वाज अ रूमर, दिस वाज नॉट, सो हाँ, दिस वाज नॉट द ट्रूथ एंड स्टिल रिमेन्ड एज रूमर. ओके, एंड वो रूमर इंडिया तक आई. अब मुस्लिम्स को ये बात बुरी लग गई कि यार ऐसे कैसे आप हमारे कैलिफ की पावर्स ले लोगे. एंड सो दे वांटेड टू टॉक इट आउट विद ब्रिटिशर्स दैट दिस इज नॉट राइट. बट ऑब्वियसली nobody paid heed to it and nobody listened to them as usual. ठीक है, उस रूमर की वजह से क्या हुआ, अली ब्रदर्स जो थे, anybody who are Ali brothers?
Muslims would try to protect.
Give me the two names of Ali brothers. Think. Muhammad Ali and शौकत अली. ठीक है, मोहम्मद अली एंड शौकत अली ने क्या किया, उन्होंने खिलाफत मूवमेंट लॉन्च करने की स्टार्ट करा कि हम लोग एक खिलाफत इज कैलिफ, इट्स बेसिकली कमिंग फ्रॉम द वर्ड खिलाफत इज बेसिकली मुस्लिम मूवमेंट. अब महात्मा गांधी को इस खिलाफत मूवमेंट का पता चला, तो महात्मा गांधी ने खिलाफत मूवमेंट को सपोर्ट किया. तो उन्होंने क्या किया, अली ब्रदर्स के साथ टूर किया पूरा इंडिया का. ठीक है, क्यों किया टूर,
पता चले इंडिया में कहाँ मतलब लोग कैसे वैसे
नहीं, टू गैदर सपोर्ट. आप टूर इसलिए करोगे ना कि महात्मा गांधी अगर अली ब्रदर्स के साथ जा रहा है कि मेरे को सपोर्ट मिले और जगह से. तो डू यू थिंक सो दैट यू गॉट सपोर्ट? दे गॉट सपोर्ट. some section of people said that we will support, some section of people said यार तुम लोग अपने कंफर्ट जोन में बैठे हो. Okay, I'm getting my things, I'm getting my privileges, I'm getting everything. Why would I go and mess up with Britishers? It's like that. Some people would be selfish, right? So that's what some people said, that we will not come with this Khilafat issue and all these things. Some people supported, as you said it. Some people supported and gathered support. Finally, Mahatma Gandhi ने Ali brothers के साथ मिलके इसको खिलाफत इशू रेज कर दिया, which is known as खिलाफत नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट. ठीक है, खिलाफत नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट रेज कर दिया. बट खिलाफत नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट, टेल मी वन दिस थिंग, why do you think Muslims, Gandhiji supported Ali brothers?
Because they wanted unity with between Hindu and
उन्होंने कहा यही एक मौका है, क्योंकि अभी तक जो मैं राउलेट कर रहा था या जलियांवाला बाग कर रहा था, वो बहुत ही स्मॉल सेक्शन के साथ कर रहा था. बट राउलेट वुड बी अ बिग थिंग, क्योंकि हिंदूज तो ऑलरेडी अगेंस्ट है. सॉरी, खिलाफत वुड बी अ बिग थिंग. हिंदूज तो ऑलरेडी अगेंस्ट है, मुस्लिम्स इसमें आ गए. सो दिस इज an opportunity to unite Hindus. And are we clear with this? Give me what all you understood. Country. Mhm. Good. Tell me some story about Caliph. What happened in First World War and all. Hey, अभी तो I told you First World War में क्या हुआ था?
Caliphs were the Ottoman Empire was beaten by the.
Where is Ottoman Empire?
It was in Turkey.
Turkey.
And the Caliph was beaten. Caliph was beaten, and the rumors spread that they were going to set a treaty where the power of Caliph will be taken away.
Very good.
And the Muslims it reached India, and Muslims were very unhappy of this, and the Ali brothers started the.
Easy? Yes, dear. In the First World War. आप अगर कंट्री हारती है तो कौन अपनी पावर्स लूज करता है? ठीक है, ऑटोमन एम्पायर हारी थी ना. ओके, I'll give you the keywords. Write down the word Khilafat movement. लिख लो फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर. फर्स्ट कीवर्ड फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर. कौन हारा था? डिफीट ऑफ ऑटोमन टर्की. एम्पायर भी लिख सकते हो तुम. ऑटोमन एम्पायर इन टर्की भी लिख सकते हो. इट्स अप टू यू. ऑटोमन टर्की. Second, what was the rumor?
There is going to be a treaty, and that treaty says that the power of Ali will be.
ठीक है, इजी. चलिए, बॉम्बे 1919 में खिलाफत कमेटी फॉर्म हुई. क्यों फॉर्म हुई? What is the reason? To defend the powers of Caliph. I don't know why they write Khalifa. Khalifa is a Hindi word यार. But तुम्हारी जो उसमें given है ना CBSE बुक में, वो लिख लेना. But English word is Caliph. बॉम्बे 1919 में खिलाफत कमेटी फॉर्म हुई. अली ब्रदर्स, इफ यू राइट इन एग्जाम अली ब्रदर्स, ठीक है, उसका हाफ मार्क है, एंड ब्रैकेट में मोहम्मद अली शौकत अली का हाफ मार्क है, सो राइट बोथ द थिंग्स, ठीक है। महात्मा गांधी के साथ डिस्कशन, अली ब्रदर्स मोहम्मद अली प्लस शौकत अली डिस्कस विद महात्मा गांधी। मोहम्मद अली प्लस शौकत अली। Sleepy? Is it boring? It is. Morning is difficult, na? Oh. Shaukat. SHA की view. ठीक है, उसका गांधी जी ने क्या देखा इसको, सॉ दिस एन अपॉर्चुनिटी। हाँ, तो इसके बाद लिख लो फिफ्थ पॉइंट, महात्मा गांधी अपॉर्चुनिटी टू यूनाइट।
Ma'am, this can be a point, right? Ali brothers and Mahatma Gandhi went for tour of the country to Paris.
Of course, बट मैं तो कीवर्ड्स दे रही हूँ ना, वो तो तुम्हें लिखना ही है, वो तो सपोर्ट में है ना, टूर एंड ऑल। वर्ल्ड टूर नहीं, कंट्री टूर। वो सही है, फ्री में कंट्रोल घुमा। फिर लास्ट में क्या हुआ, कैलकाटा सेशन हुआ है, सिक्स्थ पॉइंट, लास्ट पॉइंट कैलकाटा सेशन। अपॉर्चुनिटी लिख लिया ना तुमने फिफ्थ पॉइंट में, ठीक है। सिक्स्थ में लिख लो कैलकाटा सेशन 1920। सो महात्मा गांधी, उसके डैश डाल के लिख लो, महात्मा गांधी convinced other leaders, Mahatma Gandhi convinced other leaders to support the issue. सब आइडिया था, करेंगे, रुक जा। ये तो डिस्कशन यार, देख जो कांग्रेस के डिस्कशन है, दे डोंट हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम, क्योंकि दैट्स पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, एंड पॉलिटिकल पार्टी में तो आपका काम है उसको डिस्कस करने, ठीक है। उनको प्रॉब्लम सिर्फ उस चीज से होती थी कि आप बाहर खड़े होकर मत करो, उनकी प्रॉब्लम सिर्फ बाहर खड़े होकर थी, उनकी प्रॉब्लम कमेटी में बैठ के नहीं थी, क्योंकि यू आर ब्रिंगिंग द क्राउड इन, इसमें आप क्राउड नहीं ला रहे हो ना, तो वो तो फिर ये थोड़ा ना तुम उनका मुंह ही बंद कर दोगे, दिस इज नॉट समथिंग हाउ थिंग्स वर्क, राइट। सो वो चीज, सो क्लियर, इजी। चलो, do you want to watch a small video? Yes, it'll be a revision and a break, 2 minutes break. It gets tiring, na? We have YouTube. How does it work? Yeah, इतना छोटा है यहाँ पे। This. He hasn't done Rowlett, so I'm not showing for Rowlett because for him it will be very off. Then I'll do this short one, 2 minutes one. Can you see? Who are these guys? What is he doing? Gathering people. Encourage. Thank you. Instigating. बैसाखी वाला अलग दिखेगा तेरे को. दो लोग थे, बताया था ना, दो टाइप के पीपल थे. What is this? They become the law? Must have the courage to take their anger, matlab? Bringing unity in. See this. Which warning? Martial law. वो क्या कह रहा है? कह रहा नहीं करना चाहिए. कह रहा they have the warning. Shoot. I'm just forwarding the shoot. ठीक है. अच्छा देखिए तो घर बैठ के देखिए थे. No, hardly any person. Hardly. Because stamping में मर गए थे. जब एक के ऊपर एक लोग गिरते हैं, then also they die. Women and children. This is important. Babies in the arms were there. हैं? नहीं, ये पता है क्या हुआ था? जितने historians है ना, उन्होंने जब interpret किया इस चीज को, so then they brought it into the video form. So when you read the historians' approaches, the combination of the historians' approaches. कि कुछ लोगों ने कहा women, children थे, अच्छा ठीक है video. This is how. By looking at the deaths and the dead bodies, archaeological evidence है. ये उसकी videos होती है. Otherwise you are not allowed to post legally. Illegally जो मर्जी करो. तो देखो वेल्स में गिरे थे. Now ये देखना. How they will question General Dyer.
And is it correct between all of your
Indian.
Biggest of the crowd? There is so. 1,516 casualties with 1,650 wounded. My intention was to inflict a lesson that would have an impact throughout the
Which impact? नहीं. I told you na moral effect. He wanted to create fear and terror. वो इफेक्ट की बात कर रहा है.
What you can open fire and be machine. I think probably, General realized that the children were waiting in the crowd. I did. But that was irrelevant to the point you were making. That is correct.
The British already opposed it.
हाँ, because आपका ये allowed नहीं है. आप एक सुन.
Could I ask you once again, you name?
There's a difference between a committee and general commanding officer. ठीक है, जब कमेटी बैठी थी इंडिया में, जो ब्रिटिश क्राउन था, the committee of members, they included Britishers and they included few Indians also. But Indians were hardly less than a percentage. That's why you can see a committee of 5 people, but only 1 Indian. The ratio you have to understand. ठीक है, so ये जो कमेटी बैठी थी, ये कमेटी आपको जो एक ऑफिसर को, they used to give the guidelines. ये कमेटी का पर्पस क्या है यहाँ पर, कि हम मैक्सिमम यहाँ सर्वाइव कर सकें. अब तुम ऐसे रिएक्ट करोगे तो तुम कैसे सर्वाइव करोगे? So that's why they're questioning. You're not supposed to do that. Who gave you these powers? कहते मैंने तो वार्निंग दी थी. कौन सी वार्निंग दी थी? मार्शल लॉ दी थी. अगर मार्शल लॉ दी थी तुमने रियलाइज किया वहाँ women और children थे. Yeah, I realized that he was very arrogant in his view. So you have to understand that historians commented that later on General Dyer was removed because of his arrogance. Punishment तो नहीं. I never found a thing for punishment because they never used to punish. They always used to punish Indians. Because why to comment something which they have not correct? Yeah, suspension. You want to continue?
Yes.
I said to help any book guy. You know, I was a child, shot the 303.
Got it? तुम लोग घर बैठ के राउलेट देख लेना. Yeah. It is still playing. What do I need to do? This. Okay, thank you. चलो. Easy खिलाफत देख लेना तुम लोग घर बैठ के. For you, you'd watch this Rowlett. ठीक है, on your own, you'll get a lot of things, and then maybe see the recordings once. There's a long topic I can't repeat. ठीक है, so for them it will be like. चलो, next. Now what's happening? Check now. I'm not able to change the slide. Somebody please do it. Okay. Why? क्यों changes हुए? Why?
Change नहीं करना था.
अच्छा, no, that's not what I mean. Okay, this is anyways, let's get back. So you're clear what are the causes of the non-cooperation movement? Yes. What are the 3 causes? Come on, fast. First, Rowlett Act, non-cooperation. Yeah. First, Rowlett Act. Second, you mix things, you'll get 0. Jallianwala Bagh. Third, Khilafat. You change the sequence, they'll give you 0 because everything is connected. ठीक है, बीच में थोड़ा ना आ जाएगा कोई चीज. तो जलियांवाला बाग and then you get खिलाफत. Easy way to remember is RJK. RJK. ठीक है, R is Rowlett, J, K. Clear with causes of non-cooperation movement? Causes of Rowlett Act, are you clear? World War and all that stuff. Government of India Act. Causes of Jallianwala Bagh. What was the causes of Jallianwala Bagh? Is the impact of Rowlett Act. That's a cause. So what was the impact of the Rowlett Act? What was passed? Martial law was passed and who took command? General Dyer took command. You did Jallianwala Bagh after that. What did you want to create? What type of effect?
Fear and terror.
What's the name? Moral effect. Clear with this? After moral effect, we had this. Which movement? Khilafat movement. Who started the Khilafat movement? Ali brothers. With whom? Why did Mahatma Gandhi support Ali brothers? Opportunity to unite Hindus and Muslims. Did he take a tour with Ali brothers?
Yes.
Yes. Why did he take a tour with Ali brothers? For support. Sorted? Okay. Now, if the question will come, what is non-cooperation movement? Okay. So now I'll tell you what is non-cooperation movement, which is very similar to what you have done, but you have to write it diplomatically in your exam. Okay, because you have to put it in such a way to the examiner that you know stuff. Okay. As per English, I mean term, what is non-cooperation movement? What do you think? With the Britishers. आपको अगर कॉपरेट नहीं करना है ब्रिटिशर्स के साथ, आप सबसे पहली चीज क्या करोगे? Yeah, that's boycott. Correct. Boycott. That's what he said. And so you boycott all the British goods. What is the difference, Samrit, between the boycott and Swadeshi? Why do you think you make sense what you said? Why do you think that these boycott and Swadeshi are two sides of the same coin? Do you agree? Aggressive. And Swadeshi?
Swadeshi is not that people can use it, but it's like
Polite. It is polite. But the goal is same? Yeah. What is the goal? Using Indian products. Good. तो ब्रिटिशर्स ने बोला, सॉरी गांधी जी ने बोला कि अगर आपको एक्चुअली में नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट लॉन्च करनी है तो आपको सबसे पहले एक चीज करनी पड़ेगी, आपको बॉयकॉट करना पड़ेगा. आपको सारे कॉलेजेस, जिस कॉलेज में आप जाते हो, स्कूल्स, जॉब्स, जो भी आप करते हो ब्रिटिशर्स का, गुड्स, फॉरेन मटेरियल, सब बॉयकॉट कर दो. फर्स्ट थिंग, यू गेट 1 मार्क फॉर दिस. सेकेंड, यू गेट सरेंडर कर दो. सरेंडर इज अ कीवर्ड. सरेंडर कर दो अपने टाइटल्स. इन लोगों ने इनको साहेब का टाइटल दिया हुआ था कुछ इंडियंस को, ठीक है. राय बहादुर, राय इज अ टाइटल गिवन बाय ब्रिटिशर्स. सब टाइटल्स दे दो. इससे क्या होगा? यू आर टेक्निकली सेइंग दैट आई डोंट अग्री और आई एम नॉट वेरी फॉन्ड ऑफ व्हाट यू आर गिविंग मी. बट डू यू थिंक सो मेनी पीपल डिड दिस? If everybody would have done it, then in that case we would have got independence then only. गांधी जी की एक बुक है हिंद स्वराज, ठीक है. You have the reference in your exam also, I mean in your text also. तो हिंद स्वराज में उन्होंने क्लियरली लिखा है कि अगर सब लोग यूनाइट हो जाते उस टाइम पे तो 1 साल में हमें इंडिपेंडेंस मिल जाती. But since people always as usual thought about themselves, so you never got your independence for another 30 almost years.
How did they not get it just because of the
There's not few people supported. Our population is in millions here. So actually में अगर हम Indians चाहते and we are ready to give up on things, see Indians के बहुत सारे reasons थे. अब historians ये बोलते हैं, historians कहते हैं आप ब्रिटिशर से पहले किससे कंट्रोल थे? Who were the last ones? मुगल्स. मुगल्स ने क्या किया था ब्रिटिशर्स के साथ? फ्रेंडशिप की थी. मुगल्स ने क्यों? प्रॉब्लम क्या हुई थी? प्रॉब्लम ये हुई थी कि सिंस पीपल वर नॉट एजुकेटेड, प्रॉब्लम ये थी. आज आपको पता है बीइंग एजुकेटेड, ठीक है, बीइंग एजुकेटेड डजंट मीन योर डिग्रीज. यू आर स्टिल एजुकेटेड. आज भी आप एजुकेटेड हो, ठीक है, इवन इफ यू डोंट हैव अ डिग्री. सो बीइंग एजुकेटेड उस टाइम पे क्या था, लोगों को ये नहीं समझ में आ रहा था अनएजुकेटेड होने से कि ग्लोबली क्या चल रहा है, कि ब्रिटिशर्स की क्या इंटेंशन चल रही है. ब्रिटिशर्स ने इंडिया से पहले कहां पर कॉलोनाइज किया था और रेवोल्यूशन पढ़ा था उन्होंने? अभी फ्रांस में कर चुके थे, अमेरिका में कर चुके थे, ठीक है. आप फ्रांस और अमेरिका को देख के ही तो यू गॉट इंस्पायर्ड कि अच्छा वो लोग रेवोल्यूशन कर सकते तो हम भी कर सकते हैं. इफ वी वुड हैव बीन एजुकेटेड वी वुड हैव नोन द इंटेंशंस ऑफ ब्रिटिशर्स कि उनका तो काम है वहां जाके कॉलोनाइज करने का. Since we were not aware, so they gave them free things. Because Mughals को क्या लगता था? Mughals were very obsessed with white skin. somebody educated, somebody seeing foreign language, speaking foreign language, and there are still people you would be finding. The people gets very obsessed with people who speaks in English, who talks in English. It's a very obsessed language. Still, okay, you would find in villages especially. Okay, this thing. क्यों ये चीज क्यों maintained है?
क्योंकि हम लोग उतने educated नहीं।
उस टाइम नहीं थे education, because you don't have that much exposure. जब एक्सपोजर ही नहीं होगा तो उनको ऐसा लगता था कि अगर ब्रिटिशर्स हमें नहीं संभाल पाएंगे, लाइक हमारे नहीं चलाएंगे, तो हमारा क्या होगा? We will still be the ones who will be doing the agriculture. You getting it? So that's the problem. That historians say that a lot of Indians didn't want to give up on to things what they had actually got, because they got a quality of life which they were not getting it otherwise. That was also the reason, okay, to give up, not to give up on things. Yeah, I'll give you the points. Look into your page number 40. Underline the word Hind Swaraj. 40. Oh, sorry. Sorry. It's not even telling me. 40 में you underline the word Hind Swaraj. Beta, where is your book? ये ठीक है, और इसके बाद you have to share with me. Hind Swaraj underline कर लो. Indian से. Just read this first line. How would you do? अच्छा ठीक. What is written in the famous book Hind Swaraj? Guys, tell me. What's written? Read it and tell me. If Indians refuse to, what is Swaraj? Are we clear with this? Hind Swaraj? So Hind Swaraj is a keyword. Next, Gandhiji. Underline stages. Next. Underline surrender of titles. Underline boycott. अब they already knew. अब तक ये लोग prepare हो चुके थे Indians कि अगर हम कुछ भी करते हैं तो reaction तो आएगा. तो they were prepared for the reaction कि अगर आया reaction which is definite आएगा, हम क्या करेंगे उसके लिए. So you can read the next line. The government, in case अगर government, British government उसको दबाने की कोशिश करेगी तो हम क्या करेंगे? Civil disobedience campaign. So you can underline this. In case the government used repression, it's a very important sentence. A full civil disobedience campaign would be launched. Civil disobedience मतलब यही होता है कि we are not obeying your rules. ठीक है? नहीं मत लिखो. I'll tell you in detail later. It's a topic. Not required. पीछे. Next, through the, read the sentence, through the, अब what they have done, non-cooperation movement के अंदर they have bring up all the important points. Point कहाँ से उठाया ये? खिलाफत से. ठीक है? So this is what I was trying to tell you. कि non-cooperation movement पे अगर short note आता है तो पहले हम start करेंगे हिंद स्वराज से. Next हम बोलेंगे surrender और boycott वाला thing. ठीक है? You'll tell this. And third then you will talk about कि अगर उन्होंने repression use किया तो you'll do civil disobedience campaign. So you get 2 marks for this so far. ठीक है? 2 marks. And rest of the marks आपको important points से लेके करना है. या तो आप उसको ऐसे भी कर सकते हो that you can say that there were various causes of the non-cooperation movement, Rawal attack, Khilafat and non-cooperation, this Jallianwala Bagh massacre in sequence, sorry, I broke the sequence. And you can give the important highlights of those causes. That would also work. Okay? But still you see the points. Next. Where was it picked up from? Which proposals? Khilafat, yeah. What were the proposals from Khilafat? To support? महात्मा गांधी ने proposals दिए थे ना? तो क्या बोला था उन्होंने? To support Khilafat issue. So many were concerned कि नहीं हम नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है, next. What were they feared? That it might lead to violence. Underline the words. Did you underline this two-word extensively?
No.
Muhammad Ali, Shaukat Ali Wala. Underline two-word extensively. Underline within the Congress concerned about the proposals. Then next line, violence. ठीक है? And next, सितंबर और दिसंबर के बीच में क्या हुआ था? लड़ाई हो गई थी कांग्रेस में. क्यों हुई थी? Exactly. Some people were not supporting Khilafat and some people were in support of Khilafat. Then for a while, between supporters and आप intense tussle को underline कर लो. Intense tussle within the Congress. And finally, this is important. Congress session में क्या हुआ था? I'll tell you one thing, you would always find this thing. Mahatma Gandhi goes and asks for support. Even eventually you would find. Even if he doesn't get support, he still does it. That's his personality. Huh? As what? I mean, I asked for support. You didn't support me for non-cooperation movement. That's okay. I'll still do it. He is that personality overall. Okay, even with round square programs, I don't think so you would be knowing. Do you know it? No. So basically क्या हुआ था कि meetings होती थी, ठीक है? जो meetings होती थी and उस meetings में क्या होता था कि जैसे ब्रिटिशर्स ने बोला कि आपको आके हमसे मिलना है and you have to talk it out about their proposals and all these things. लेकिन eventually ये चीज हुई थी कि गांधी को लोगों ने सपोर्ट करना बंद कर दिया था. उन्होंने कहा इनका तो काम है जा के बातें करने का, इनको कुछ मिलता तो है नहीं ब्रिटिशर्स के साथ. They got agitated. उनको agitation होने शुरू हो गई थी कि now we'll not be asking for things. Now we'll just do violence and we want our peace and we want our freedom. We want them to leave the country. So they had this perspective after some time. Okay? Even if no one came for the meeting, Gandhiji even have gone alone for the meetings. Okay? So round square meetings bolte the inko. So what I'm trying to say is Gandhiji will come ask, okay, no problem. You're not coming, okay, no problem, I'll go. So that's the broader ideology of British, of Gandhiji. Clear? So because he used to blame on Indians. इन्होंने नहीं support किया, मैं तो गया था support मांगने. So, and which is also right. अगर perspective से देखा जाए, which is also right. Because he was the only one who was actually leading the country, along with other leaders, of course, for non-violence. बाकी लोग तो secret societies बना रहे थे, भगत सिंह and all. वो secret societies में सिंगापुर तक पहुंच गए थे. So secret negotiations were done in Singapore also. कि कैसे हम आर्मी, इंडियन नेशनल आर्मी बनी थी सुभाष चंद्र बोस ने. किसने? Yes. And सुभाष चंद्र बोस ये लोग सब मिलके इन्होंने एक secret वो बना लिया, आर्मी बना ली. So what I'm trying to say is that most of the leaders were. I can't comment that if it is right or if it is wrong. Some people say the violence was the end also. But उनको ऐसा लगता था that that's his perception. Now everybody's perception is different. That was his perception कि यार अभी करके कोई फायदा नहीं है, इन लोग आना नहीं है, इन्होंने they will not be the ones who will support us. Are we clear with this? Sorted the non-cooperation movement. So these keywords have made you underline. Later on, just write down the heading non-cooperation movement in your notebook and you finish this at home. Give these keywords in your notebook. Yes, just write down the heading and leave space. Done? Write down the heading, non-cooperation and leave space. अभी I made you underline keywords इतने सारे. Done? एक बार ये बुक देख लो, द फर्स्ट पेज, पेज नंबर 36. Are you guys clear with how did nationalism encourage in India? Page number 36. Yes. Page number 37, First World War, everybody understood? 14, 18. Sorry, dear. कॉलोनीज बनी थी, पीपल ने अपने आप को डिस्कवर शुरू करने लग गए. दिस इज बेसिक स्टफ. ब्रिटिशर्स ने आके कॉलोनी बनाई थी ना इंडिया को, उन लोगों ने इमर्ज करना शुरू कर दिया. रिमेंबर द फर्स्ट क्लास आई टोल्ड यू द मीनिंग ऑफ नेशन प्लस इज्म, अ फीलिंग ऑफ यूनिटी, पेट्रियोटिज्म, दैट्स द सेम थिंग. ठीक है. पेज नंबर 37, सत्याग्रह, एवरीबॉडी नोस व्हाट इज सत्या? ट्रूथ. पेज नंबर 38, राउलेट. यस. 39, जलियांवाला बाग. खिलाफत.
Yes.
Non-cooperation. Sorted everything? When you come for the next class, I'm doing the different strands now. When you come for the next class, I'll put up questions of these movements with you. So it will be a story-based thing, first 5 minutes. Okay, like for example, if he starts, so he has to give up the middle, third, fourth, fifth. This is how we'll do the movements. Are we clear with this? We'll just read it and come, Rowlett, look at the recording so that you become a part of the class then. Okay? Chalo. Next topic, we can write down differing strands. Differing strands मतलब होता है कि different types of people. क्या हुआ बेटा? Something happened? Your expressions. Okay. So differing strands मतलब कि there were different. Are you guys brother sister? No. Looks so similar. Your face looks so similar. Okay. So. Five, 15 minutes. डिफरिंग स्ट्रैंड्स मतलब होता है कि अभी जो खिलाफत, लिसन लिसन, अभी जो खिलाफत मूवमेंट हुई थी लास्ट, ठीक है, उस खिलाफत मूवमेंट लास्ट में some people supported खिलाफत नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट, some people did not support the खिलाफत नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट. वायलेंस होगा, हमारा रोजी जिंदगी चली जाएगी. It's not only the higher class people, it's even the peasants, it's even the tribal people. Think from their angle, they're the only ones who are the breadwinners of the family. Basic wages उनको मिलते हैं, ठीक है. हम अगेंस्ट जाएंगे, हमारे बेसिक वेजेस पे चले जाएंगे. Who will come and provide food to us? Mahatma Gandhi will come and provide food to us. You have to think from their perspective. क्यों करेंगे वो? या तो तुम ये certainty दो कि you'll get food. You can't even give that certainty because तुम खुद ही जेल में चले जाओगे. So I know that's a very present thinking kind of a thing, but it's human thinking. I would not say present, it's human. That's how you live your family, your life. Middle class, write down. First strand, middle class. Second, peasants. क्या तुम लोगों को इतनी का नींद आ रही है? Is it so boring? Peasants. Tribal people. Plantation workers. ठीक है. So the four types of people who actually now I'm divided. This is a very, very simple topic, basic stuff. Okay, कि teachers ने क्या किया, peasants ने क्या किया, how did they react to it? It's a very simple topic as compared to this topic which we have finished. No chronology, nothing in this. So what I'm doing is I'm dividing work. Okay, you both are reading about the movement in towns, first group. Can you see middle class?
First group,
Middle class और उसका economic impact of the non-cooperation movement. ठीक है? So you will read, you'll explain. Yes, you both, and whatever you'll miss out, I'll add information for you. ठीक है? You would be right. Just together पढ़ लो. I'll ask you questions. You two also do this only, first group, middle class. ठीक है? And economic impact. Do you want to do it together or you want to do it separately? Separately? ठीक है. आप करोगे second group countryside. ठीक है? Country peasants in countryside. You both will also do second group peasants countryside. So we are only taking two strands today, middle class and this. Are we clear what we are doing? You can keep underlining your keywords. You need a book. So you have to do it separately. Yeah? You two matlab alag alag. Drew into its fold मतलब जो चल रहा था उसके अंदर आने लग गए peasants started joining. You mark it. I'll explain the whole class. Drew क्या है वो? In Awadh is the area बेटा. Council elections were boycotted in most provinces. हम लोग council elections नहीं करेंगे. Council elections याद है कि Indian National Congress बोलती थी कि हमें seats चाहिए. So वो चीज को. Whatever you can explain, you explain. I'll add it. Hmm? He'll start. Come on. Boys and girls, you can stop wherever you have done it. You can just mark it for yourself. Once the one person explains, you have to get into the same material, same text, and you have to take it as a class. It's okay. Come. When you'll join a company, you have to go give presentations. Then also you'll say, "Arey, whatever you can, dear. Start from here."
this one.
And this. एक ही बात है.
Mark the people of the
I don't need it. Girls, pay attention, please. Please tell them the page number.
page number 40.
40, first group. Yes, please.
The middle class groups in the town, they started boycotting certain goods that the people from the Britishers gave us, like the
You stand here. Yeah. Yeah, start. Guys, don't do this. You are in support of him. Yeah, next.
There were clothes, liquor, and the people started to boycotting these foreign materials. But in the end, when the people started to boycott the clothes, the liquor, the goods which were given by the Britishers, the production of Indian clothes went up gradually, and people, but still, the poor people, like the peasants, were not able to afford clothes, Indian material clothes, just because the rapid growth in Indian clothes was just not being able to buy the clothes, Indian material clothes, and they were not able to support this middle class movement. And the people who started leaving the jobs like lawyers and students started to leave the Britishers, colleges, schools, but they had to be replacement Indian colleges, government, and etc., which were very less, and the people still had to join the government.
Very good. Anything you want to add in, the boy over here? Anything? Girls? Okay, you can read the half of it, the rest half of it. The girls over there, please add some more information. 2 girls over here. Come quickly. Yeah, thank you. Very good. Come, girls. Come, whatever you'll do, it's fine. One of you can come in. Okay, you come. ऐसा ना होता, ऐसा बोल दिया, कुछ तो होता है ना, बोल दिया. चलो. Okay. खादी क्लॉथ से ले ले, यहाँ से छोड़ा. Come on. Start, I'll support you.
As the British clothes were boycotted, the khadi cloth became more in use, but it was more expensive, so the poor people couldn't afford them. So then they started like the boycott of British institutions also posed a problem. They also imposed a problem because they couldn't afford those things. And for the movement to be successful, the alternative Indian institutions started to set up so that they could be used in place of the British. These were slow to come up. The progress was very slow, and so then the teachers and students also came back to the government school, and the lawyers also joined back.
Very good. She added it. Samrit. No. You tell me, have you understood what she said it? I saw you were busy in your own stuff. I told you, when somebody has started explanation, forget about your stuff. What's the point of them doing it? What have you understood from them? खादी कैसे कम हो सकता है less? हाँ. Afford. Good. Girl at the back, have you understood? Nothing? Where were you? Okay, so over here you can see when we talk about the different strands within the movement, so there are different people who understand Simrat over here. There were different people who were opposing things in a different manner. Okay? So when we talk about the middle class people, this is what we were talking कि हम बोल तो देते हैं कि आप boycott करो. हमने boycott कर भी दिया, right? तो उसके पास मेरे पास alternative क्या है boycott करने का? So this is what these two guys were explaining, that कि उन लोगों ने क्या किया? First thing, major thing was boycott. कि हमने boycott कर दिया British goods का, हमने boycott कर दिया आपके schools का, हमने colleges का, आपकी jobs का, सब कुछ कर दिया हमने. Now production, हमने clothes का भी boycott कर दिया. अगर हमने clothes से boycott कर दिया, अगर हम machine made goods नहीं लेंगे, तो India was known for what? Handmade goods, spun, khadi. But the problem was khadi and spun. I don't know if you saw this Met Gala where Alia Bhatt wore a sari, and where she mentioned that there were thousands of people who were involved, the artisans were involved. So if thousands of people are getting involved in work, so it's expensive. You have to pay every person. So the product becomes expensive. When the product becomes expensive, the people don't have enough money to buy because machine made is cheaper. Technically, जो आज machine made के products के price हैं, जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ ब्रांड की वजह से एक्सपेंसिव है, बट उनकी कॉस्ट एक्सपेंसिव नहीं है, बिकॉज यू हैव अ ब्रांड नेम अटैच्ड टू इट. अब मैं यही गुची की शर्ट ले आऊं, ठीक है, और आपको हैंडमेड गुड ले आऊं, हैंडमेड शर्ट ले आऊं, द कॉस्ट वुड बी सेम, but cost as in for you cost, purchasing cost would be same, but the production cost would be very less in Gucci as compared to handmade, because it's machine made, but Gucci has a brand name, so you're getting money because of the brand name. I'm not saying the quality would not be good, it's not what I mean. It would be good, but not as compared to what handmade product price would be. So ये चीज हुई कि handmade का production बढ़ गया, which is a good thing. लेकिन उस handmade को support कैसे करोगे? पैसा कहाँ से आएगा जब आप खरीदोगे उस चीज को? अब peasants ने बोला that we can't afford this. आपने हमें बोल दिया मिडिल क्लास और इन सबको, but we can't afford this. Now we have to again go to the British good. So they left jobs also, but again there was no major replacement. Colleges also no major replacement. अब मैंने ये कॉलेज छोड़ दिया, मैं नेक्स्ट कहाँ जाऊँ? Got it? So this is what the problems of the non-cooperation movement. That Gandhiji is saying, come, do not cooperate. That's what I was telling you ना initially. तुमने तो बोल दिया come, do not cooperate. तुमने ये नहीं सोचा कि दूसरे बंदे की क्या हालत होगी. वो तो तब होंगे ना जब कोई रूल नहीं करेगा. So what Gandhi, आप सोचो ना, उन्होंने तो बैन लगा रखा है ना. Everything is banned. We had an oral education. We never had exams. Britishers were the one who brought science. There was no science in India. Agar mathematics, even though mathematics we say Aryabhatta and everything, but who brought it in place? We had oral instructions. We had religious based instructions. आप किसी भी उलेमा, किसी भी schools में चले जाओ, मदरसा and all में, सब में आपको religious based instruction दी जाती है. इसमें ये थोड़ा पढ़ाया जाता है this is science, this is maths. No. This is our religion, this is our book, this is how you have to conduct your life. Matter close. So this is the problem. So what Gandhiji was not able to say it कि आपको first 50 years से struggle करना पड़ेगा, आप अपने बारे में नहीं सोच सकते, you have to think from the future perspective. But he could not say this, because the moment I say this, as a person also, you have to struggle, your children will not struggle. For a minute you would think, after sometimes like, wow, what my life is. Because it's human, right? We do it for our children. We do it, think about them, but provided khana to roz khana hai na, to think about also. This is the problem. Are we clear with this? Ki middle class mein kaise impact aaya? Simrita, are you clear with this? Okay. So what you have to do is take a picture, or you have time. Okay? Just copy these keywords. You have your break time, you take your break. Okay? Ek picture, somebody takes a picture or something. You have a phone or something. Okay? And later on, you, one second, I'll move. Later on, you guys can write it. Okay? Next class, I'm taking up the second part, differing strands. And can I have my book, please? Thank you. See you. Thank you. Bye-bye.